Where is springtime? It was 19 degrees yesterday morning. Today it is just freezing to death. And I have to make bundles. And this is going to sound weird, but bundles are different in the wintertime. The stretch wrap is different. It's like when it's hot out, man, it really stretches good. You get a nice tight bundle. If you're making bundles, I've always said, you got to be professional with them and separate yourself from everyone else. And I like that stretch wrap. It just squeezes the wood together and it feels nice. It's a good value. And that's what we're making. I have a small order that we're putting together. I'll be using my labels with these. They look great. They look professional. And the wood that I have is awesome. It is bone dry. Most of it, the bark's already come off of it. And it looks good. So hang out with me today. We're going to be making bundles, and we can wrap a little bit while we're making bundles. My system is, I got both my trucks out here. I loaded this one up at the wood yard. I brought it back here because this is where I have my wrappers. I had always thought that I would be taking my wrappers over to the wood yard and just keeping them there, but I haven't done it yet. It's just not that big of a deal. I bring my wood back here, I wrap it, I put it in the other truck, and then I'm able to take it on down the road. This is what I did. It just feels like I can't get it. It keeps wanting to break if I tighten this nut too much. So now that I'm done wrapping, I kind of put some torque onto it by hand to snug it up, and then I'll tear it. Okay, it's freezing right now. There will be an occasional snowflake flying by. We are sub-freezing here in mid-April. My friend works for ODOT, and he said yesterday morning they had like 20 plus accidents on the highway from black ice. And what a difference a year makes, because 1 year ago during the eclipse, I remember we were wearing shorts and t-shirts watching it. But that's certainly not the case today. Wow. I still make my bundles to order. I don't keep an inventory of them. So what does happen is if it is a rainy week, I just can't get them out. I've learned you can't wrap wet firewood. It's got to be dry. So we did have a lot of rain. I got this truck loaded and I had it parked underneath our roof off the barn just to keep it out of the rain. And now we have a break in the weather. I'm just wrapping, putting it into the next truck. This truck will be going out in the morning, and I will park it under the roof of the barn just to keep the bundles out of the rain. And if you're curious, this is the GoFast wrapper. GoFast is out of Wisconsin. And I'm going to tell you what, I've had two separate wrappers. I had the twister, which I like, and then this is industrial built. It's built well. It's going to last forever. And more importantly, with GoFast, when you call them, they're easy to get a hold of. If you have a problem with it, they will take care of it right away. It's easy to buy stuff off of them. And that's the one thing I've learned about getting into this kind of business. You know, when you are looking to buy something and a company is hard to get a hold of, to me, that's a clue. If they're hard to get a hold of, to give them your money, how are they going to be when you're having trouble with your machine? And that's one thing I've always carried with me. I can't say that about every company I've dealt with, but definitely GoFast, heck yeah, easy to deal with. If you're looking at a wrapper, ask for Austin. I'll put his contact information in this description for this video, and he'd be happy to help you out. I remember baking this wood last year just because where it was at in the yard. And when maple dries out, you know, the bark comes off like this in sheets. That's always something you got to pay attention to when you're driving down the road with seasoned wood. You don't want bark flying off, especially when your name is on the side of the truck. And on the April edition of Lumberman Online, page 102, again, Lumberman has come through huge for the firewood industry, guys. They've given us pretty much a full-page ad for the Expo. Page 102. If you haven't checked out Lumberman Online, they are the country's most respected online digest for sales of these kinds of machines. Great organization. Noah and his team are going to be at the Expo too. You get a chance to say hi to them. I hope you guys are considering coming. May 2nd and 3rd, Cortland, Ohio. The entire world's firewood industry is coming. It's going to be a blast, and we're all going to be together. I don't know what's in store for me this summer with the bundles. I've had one of the businesses had shut down, and the other one was purchased by a different company, and that always brings uncertainty. But when you've been doing this long enough, you know what your price is, and I am good with my price. If they want to negotiate down, I'm probably just going to tell them no thanks. But I do think, guys, bundles, if I had to start all over again, I would go hard after them because it's its own market, it's its own industry, and I think that especially if you're looking to professionalize your operation like this, instead of using twine or bags, you know, stretch wrap with labels, it looks awesome. I think that makes this industry wide open for you because professionalism is what's missing from our industry. And I think you know what I'm talking about. But get out there and look and see what everyone else is doing. And it doesn't take much to separate yourself from everyone else. And especially in bundles, there is money to be made, guys. I try to do 3 wraps. Sometimes I can't get my hand in there fast enough and we wind up making a 4th. When I first started doing bundles, I didn't know what I was doing. I was putting like 20 wraps of this stuff on here thinking that's what it needed to be done. But then I also started realizing too, I was using the wrong kind of wrap. I was using what is known as blown stretch wrap, and that stuff is horrible. I mean, it'll make dogs throw up if they're within 20 feet of it. It just is loud and horrible to listen to, but it doesn't look good. It's kind of opaque. I have found the glory in cast stretch wrap, and I got the thinner stuff. This is 90 mil or 90 gauge, whatever they call it, and it stretches nice. It's transparent. It looks great. And I put a link to the in my description for the stretch wrap. It's the best deal I found, and ironically, it's a company right up the road here in Cleveland. I think you'll like it. But I'm serious about professionalism. I really do think it pays off. I don't know if you need to have an electric wrapper like this. They got those hand cranks. I think anything that can wind up making a nice, tightly wrapped bundle with a label in it, I think it looks great. That's my bias. I think the bags are fine too. I've tried them out. I just think I put myself in the customer's shoes. You know, when you are out buying stuff, you like to see what you're getting. And when you have bundles like this and clear stretch wrap, you can see the wood, you can see the quality, you can see that it's dry. Looks great. What makes these wrappers so nice, keep in mind, these are not just wrapping the stretch wrap around the wood, it is stretching it. You use this nut to tighten it, it creates resistance so that the whole roll, it's harder for it to spin, and that's what gets it to stretch. That is the look and the feel that you were going for when making bundles. I think it just feels weird when you pick up a bundle and it's all jiggly and stuff. It sends a bad message to the customer. And you know, it's just all about retail. There's a saying that retailing is detailing, and paying attention to these kind of details reflects in the way that you can ask and get more money for your efforts. And one thing to pay attention to when you're loading, you know, some of these logs are just inappropriate for bundles. You want them to lay nice, and sometimes you get a knot in it like this. It just doesn't work right. I'll throw them off to the side. This is still nice firewood. It'll be a nice bulk delivery, but for bundles, just doesn't work. Me and the team have been pretty busy getting ready for the International Firewood Expo 2025. This year we've moved it over to the fairgrounds because we just got too big. Here you go, another piece. We're just going to leave this one out. We got too big for over at my own wood yard. We just thought it made more sense to go to a place that's set up for a event like this. And the industry has responded. We have a bunch of exhibitors coming, and I know that there are still more to come. I'll try to give you guys an update on the list, but if you check out the website, internationalfirewoodexpo.com, you can see for yourself. And if you are one of the exhibitors, we're communicating all of the lead up to the events, and then for setup, where you go, what you're going to do. Everything's communicated on the website. So just check, I think we have a tab on it called News. Check that out. That has the GPS address. That's where you want to drive to. And we'll give you more information leading up to the big weekend. When you really get down to it, guys, it is easy to sell firewood. I really don't think that you need to worry about never selling any. You will find that you're going to sell everything that you have, and you're always wishing that you had more, which was the case for me. I had a flashback the other day when where I was driving one day. I was like in a neighborhood where I used to drive out and look for firewood to buy. I never had enough. I was always driving out looking for more firewood to buy. I would bring it home, resplit it, stack it, get it ready to go. I mean, now my own supply is pretty good, but I'm still buying firewood, and that's simply because I can't keep up with the volume. And that is my point to anyone who's wanting to get into it. You know, there's the price of entry to selling firewood is very low. And really, if you just do a little bit of investing into yourself, into your business model, you can quickly separate yourself from all the other people out there. And you might even find where you'll be buying their firewood because you're reselling it for a higher price. I don't know, it just seems the way to go. And that is it. 20. And there you go, guys, an easy 20-something bundles for retail, and the emphasis again is on clean, dry, seasoned firewood. Presentation is everything. Put a lot of emphasis into your professionalism, how your product looks, and on top of that, how you handle yourself with the deliveries. You know, follow along with their protocol for backdoor deliveries, professional invoicing, everything that you can do to present yourself as a professional vendor. You are supporting their business, and you are responsive to what they need, and it reflects on what you can command as a price too. For me, my name is on every one of these bundles, so it pays for me to make sure that the wood is nice and that it's going to burn. You never put green firewood in these kind of things, guys. It's got to look nice, got to burn nice. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this, and we are getting close to the International Firewood Expo. It is just around the corner. And come on out, you will see these GoFast wrappers. They're going to have them on sale, and check them out online. I'll put a link in the description. All right, everyone, have a great day.